What are you doing later tonight?
Once home after a moment of seduction,
Is there more?
Yeah.
Sherry removes her shirt, attracted by the tattoo,
Nate, what the fuck? Who are you?
which makes him sit up. She climbs on top of him, gently caressing him.
Can you feel this?
Nate, overwhelmed, tries to speak. Sherry, swept away by the moment, removes her clothes. Together, they make love. The next morning, Nate wakes up and discovering Sherry's message, happy and joyful. He already thinks about seeing her again. But unfortunately, individuals disguised as Santa Clauses burst in,
Gentlemen, how can I help you?
We're here to make a withdrawal.
who pretending to be joyful, all are taken hostage. One of the robbers, who takes the director Nigel, threatening him, asks him to open the safe. Nigel refuses. He violently hits him, threatening again.
Open the vault or I will kill you.
Nigel refuses again. Annoyed, the robber hits him several times. Nigel, taking one last look at Sherry's, killed.
Assistant manager!
Nate is also taken and threatened. Seeing Nigel dead, he is beaten in turn, asking him for the code, which he refuses.
What?
He is knocked unconscious. The robber takes Sherry hostage, threatened with death.
Open the vault or I open her brain pan!
Okay.
3!
Nate finally gives in,
32-26.
allowing burglars to steal money while taking Sherry as hostage.
Guns on the ground!
They were going to pull on the police. Fleeing. But Nate woke up, and who, seeing the corpse of his director Nigel, Elijah decided,
Sherry.
who taking a car, he will follow them. While following them, the robbers flee with a bundle of money,
We're rich motherfuckers!
who see a police car,
Guys,
You got company. Fucking cops.
then they will shoot him. Nate getting scared and without scratches. Burglars force
fuck, he's still coming! What's your fucking call, genius?
will turn in two different directions. Nate blurred, who follows a burglar, the latter entering an unknown place, with Nate hitting a car, which stops. Nate threatening the burglar named Ben to tell him where his girlfriend Sherry is.
Hey, you're not a cop?
Ben, realizing that Nate is a bad shot, provokes him, tries to escape Nate, intercepting him in a kitchen. Ben tries to kill him. Nate, already hidden, waiting for him, who eclipses the weapon from his hand, begs Ben to tell him where Sherry is. They fight.
Last chance.
Nate threatens him again. Ben replies, "Fuck you." They continue to fight. Nate, seeing a gun in hot oil and suffering from insensitivity to pain, Nate does not hesitate. He taking it, kills Ben, his hand shaking. Shocked by what he just did, Nate vomited. Observing Ben's body, he sees a tattoo, which he takes a picture of and decides to learn more. But before doing so, hurt and shaken, he chooses to heal himself. Into a certain Earl's house,
Close for lunch!
Hey. Hi.
Nate settles in. He takes a knife, which saws through the skin. After a long moment of silent pain, he manages to extract the bullet from his body. Using glue, he closes his wound, gluing the skin back together stitch by stitch, while Earl watches him.
Yeah. Here we go, see?
Meanwhile, the police are already at the scene of the crime, who discover Ben's corpse. They immediately understand that it is the work of Nate.
Do you have a cell phone number for him?
This is Nate speaking.
She makes it clear to him that he must surrender to facilitate the investigation, suspecting Nate of being an accomplice to the burglars.
Hi, Nate.
This is Detective Barbara Mincy of the San Diego Police. How you doing?
I've been better.
Did you catch the others? Is Sherry, the hostage, is she safe?
Yeah, well, we're working on that, but whatever it is you're doing isn't making our job any easier. So if you could turn yourself and the cash in right now.
Wait, sorry.
Okay.
Look, hey, I don't give a shit about the money. I just want...
But no matter what it costs him, he will go to any lengths to save Sherry, the love of his life, the one who gave his existence true meaning. After a long discussion, Inspector Mincy agrees to let him do it. To learn more about Ben, Nate goes to a designated location.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am.
Asking to get a tattoo. The woman accepting, who entering and sitting down for a moment. The tattoo artist, named Zeno, arrives.
Fuck. What's happening with your hand?
Oh.
Nate, looking at his wound, makes it clear to him to ignore it.
So where are we working?
Then showing him the place where he wants the tattoo, who presents him with a model.
No shit. You know Ben.
Ben.
Nate, immediately he understands that Zeno is also mixed up with the burglars. Nate confronts him and asks him for information on Ben.
Speaking of Ben, is he still working at the same place?
Zeno, suspecting Nate of being a cop, looks at him suspiciously for a moment. Zeno returns to his office, grabbing a knife, but Nate immediately intercepts him and asks him to put the weapon down, who ends up throwing it away. Nate insists, asking him where Ben and his gang of burglars live, unaware that a woman is present, who, swatting the gun from his hand, breaks out. A fight breaks out. The latter, having an idea, who breaks his hand with shards of glass stuck to his hands, pushes it directly into Zeno's eyes. Zeno, half blinded. Nate holds him down, questions him again.
What's his name?
Fuck you and the ones you rode in on, man.
Zeno, refusing at first, tortured for a moment and having no choice, finally spoke, finally spitting out the information to Nate. Nate, now informed, decides to go to Ben's house. Meanwhile, at the robbers' headquarters,
This is a total fucking shit show, man. And why the fuck ain't he here?
Andre is starting to get impatient that Ben hasn't returned, but Simon tries to calm him down. Annoyed, Andre insists on going to Ben's house himself to see if he's still alive. But what Andre doesn't know is that Nate is already there, entering the house on high alert without knowing that she's trapped. Suddenly, Nate, hit by a trap. Then an arrow hitting him
Come on, really?
is trapped. Trying to free himself in vain, he remains trapped. Andre enters the room,
You here, bro?
also on his guard. Discovering Nate trapped, he starts a conversation.
Who the hell are you?
Nate, trying to buy time, makes him believe that he simply wanted to steal, but that he was unfortunately trapped. Andre asks Nate what he knows about Ben. Nate tells him he doesn't know, begging him to release him.
You don't look like a thief. Then why the fuck do you have his address on your fucking hand?
He explains that he found Ben's house address at his house and came to kill him, thinking he was his enemy. Andre bursts out laughing and suddenly receives a call.
Yeah.
Look, Ben's dead.
Upon learning of Ben's death and overwhelmed by the news, Simon explains to him that it was a guy in a suit who killed him. The description given by Simon corresponds to Nate. Andre, furious, who thinking that Nate is the culprit, enraged, he points his gun at him.
You killed my brother.
Look, man,
But instead of killing him, he decides to torture him. Nate, already seated, who facing Andre, who says,
Think about that. You understand pain?
yeah.
pushing it into the hand, Nate, insensitive to the pain, pretends to suffer for a moment. Faced with his resistance, Andre taking a pair of pliers, tearing off a nail, Nate screaming. Then a second, who screams again. But insensitive to the pain, saying,
How you doing?
Terribly.
Andre then taking a knife, which, warning him, makes him understand that he is going to tear out both of his eyes. Nate, seized with fear, tries to resist. But at the critical moment, his friend Roscoe, hitting Andre in the head,
Roscoe?
No, it's fucking Daft Punk.
unties Nate. Relieved, Roscoe advises Nate to go to the police and tell them everything that happened. As they walk away, they are attacked.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
A fight breaks out.
Yeah, that's right, bitch! Oh, God!
Grabbed by the throat, who, seeing an arrow, drives it into his head, killing him instantly, which relieves him. Roscoe, treating Nate's wounds,
Nathan Kane, I need you to come out the house.
Oh, shit, it's the cops.
asks him to get their attention while he flees. The police, already on the scene, intercept Roscoe. Removing his mask, they realize he was a decoy, allowing Nate to arrive at the burglars' headquarters, overjoyed at the prospect of finding Sherry. Inside, Sherry and Simon are talking. Simon, taking a gun, threatens to kill her. Nate arrives just in time,
I can ask you again.
ordering Simon to leave Sherry alone. Simon obeys.
You okay, Sherry? I'm the guy that killed your friends. I suggest you let her go.
Oh my fucking God.
But seeing that Nate is in love with her, he tries to discourage him.
She's my fucking sister.
Nate, destabilized by her words, hesitates. Simon, taking advantage, attacks him. And stuck under the tire of a car, about to be crushed. Sherry intervenes, but Simon, furious
Fine.
and about to kill her under the helpless gaze of a Nate. It is then that the police shoot Simon, arresting him. Inspector Coltrane taking notes that thinking that everything is over, but Simon manages to aim again, targeting Mincy, allowing him to flee with a car in which is an unconscious Nate. Sherry, having no choice, follows the car at high speed. Nate, awakened, who finds himself tied up, struggles, ending up breaking his hand to free himself. Seeing the machine, grabs him, charges it for a moment, and which prepares, electrocutes a destabilized Simon, collapses the car. Nate, overwhelmed, trying to get out, is pushed. A fight breaks out. Holding his throat, Nate, while screaming, "We'll cut it. We'll fight again." Breaking Nate's hand, who laughing, wanting to finish him off. Sherry, targeting him, who intercepting him, who's fighting. While Simon, holding a helpless Sherry, surprised, will be put out of harm's way. Nate dying for a moment.
Sherry, you're really cool.
Will fall asleep with broken arms.
I feel it.